In October of 2023, the Rise Eternal DLC came out, reworking the faction of Loth. This rework made the faction of Loth so powerful that no one has been able to stop them since. Their undead have been wreaking havoc on the battlefield, and their cultists have been powering all sorts of wicked spells. Even the new factions, the Veneer and the Roots, which are both objectively broken and overpowered, cannot stand in the face of Loth's undead legion.
Hey Ford, what are you up to?
Nothing. Nothing at all. What are you... Go away!
Are you pretending that Loth got buffed again?
No, shut up.
You know you've got to stop doing that.
Give me... No. I can't help it, David. Loth has been so weak for so long. We're only relevant because of our spells. But our troops are so weak. These new factions have better undead mechanics than us. What am I supposed to do?
Well, Lava Potion has announced that they're finally releasing the Rise Eternal DLC after that gotten cancelled the first time.
First time. Didn't it get canceled twice? What do you mean? It's gonna get canceled again. And it's been so long. I can't take it anymore. Please, David, you have to help.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I'll send you something.
Alright. Wow, look at this amazing map David has made. Rise Eternal, everything I've ever wanted. Defeat the Arleon troops that have occupied your village. This is a short map that shows off how troops can be revived using custom map events. David, are you saying zombies and, undead are now a thing in this faction?
Yeah.
You wouldn't lie to me or make false promises, right?
No.
Because you know the punishment.
That's the punishment.
Oh, you'll find out eventually. I mean, if you haven't found out already. My wielder shall be... Well, clearly, we're going to go with a rat swarm strategy, right? Right, David? That's what we want? You know what? We're going to go with this guy. Because he's an undead guy, and I feel like undead people are martial people. So we're going to go with a martial guy. Let's start the game.
Oh, I see the village off to the east. It looks like the Arleon are already there. I won't be able to get any more reinforcements before fighting them. Luckily, I've got a bit of a surprise up my sleeve. But what is it? He doesn't say, David.
Well, it wouldn't be a surprise if you said it.
Yeah, that's true. I'll grab that over there. Oh, and we'll grab this there. Out of movement. Grab some of this. Okay, well, I'll actually do the thing David wants me to do here. I'm going to fight. I'm going to do a non-Chris, which is called a quick battle. I'm going to do a non-Chris and say acceptable losses. Oh.
Hey, you might have defeated us, but at least we weakened your army.
Oh, don't flatter yourself. This was but a minor setback.
Go grab some of this. Oh, out of movement. It lives! The dead rise once more. Unfortunately, you can only raise one troop a turn, so if you've lost a lot of troops, you might need to wait a bit to replenish your forces. 1 blessed bones. This will be the advantage of Tamaika. Oh, I see what you've done here, David. So you'll just get an event every once in a while that just gives you units, which is interesting. And this is kind of something that you could apply to, say, the entire faction of Loth. So no matter what the wielders, they'll slowly gain troops. I'll go over here and just grab that. So if I were to wait a turn, for example, it comes back. Interesting. And if I were to keep going all the way to 10, how many did I start with?
8.
8. Okay, so there's no more. So I'm gonna go fight him. Interesting. Acceptable losses. He didn't have any dialogue, David, where he contemplated his failure as a person, his faction, his race, everything about him, and submitted to his betters, the law.
I'm sorry that this gimmick map isn't up to your standards.
If it's a gimmick it right. As the great Richard Waterson said, if you're gonna do something wrong, do it right. But I'm gonna replenish my blessed bones back up to 8 before I go fight this guy. But now, or hear me out, we don't fight him. We go around. We grab a helmet. Because we needed a helmet. That was the plan the entire time. And then we go fight him. Acceptable losses, but now we have no more of those guys. That's okay, we'll just wait for that to come. Oh, even the legions. Now that's very interesting, because I thought maybe you'd have to set a different flag or different thing for each troop. And I don't know what you've done in the background, That's interesting. It doesn't matter what unit it is.
You do have to set a different event per troop. So, but you can set it to be anything. Like, you could give this to Arleon if you wanted.
Right. So, it's a very interesting way of simulating, the scenario, whatever it may be, for whatever map or scenario you're creating. So, for example, if you're playing the Arleon, and the scenario of the map is a defense sort of setting, where you have a village and the AI will send waves after waves of troops to attack you, you could have an event where, every once in a while you get 20 or 30 archers as reinforcements arrive. That's a very interesting sort of thing. Or you're hatching baby dwagons for the Rana.
Sure.
You get some dwagons.
Yes.
I keep waiting, get another legion. I think there was a maximum of 3, and if I wait again, get another legion. I'll only get stronger over time. Yes. Go ape strong together. Another victory for the me gods. So here's an interesting thought. I wonder what happens since we've lost some of those. Oh, well, we won't be able to find out, but if you lose different troops of different types, will they both come, or will they have 2 different events, Tom?
So the game unfortunately limits you to 1 event a turn. And so the way it works, my understanding, is that when you've created the events, they will happen in either the order or the reverse order that you've created it, but it will cycle through each event until they've all been
I see.
happened.
A list or a stack, first in, first out, or first in, last out type of situation.
Yeah.
Well, on behalf of all loyalists of Arulia, her magnificence, and the true empire of Loth, we thank you for doing more work than the game developers have done in 2 years. So, after promises of months, they'll have a new thing. You've done more than they have in 2 years. So, what? Thank you, David, for your work.
Come on, Lava Potion, get with it. Let's give a quick explanation of how that map worked. This map was created mainly using the event editor window. From this menu, you can create your own random events that can occur in-game. Most of the options found in this menu are self-explanatory. Select the Is Recurring box to have an event that can repeat, and choose a probability for the event to occur on any given turn. Keep in mind that the probability value ranges from 0 to 1, which means that a value of 1 corresponds to a 100% chance of the event happening, a value of 0.1 to a 10% chance, and a value of 0.01 to a 1% chance. I think you can see the pattern. You can then decide what type of rewards, penalties, and requirements there are for your event. There are too many options to cover individually here, but luckily most of them are pretty straightforward to understand. From there, all you need is a clever combination of requirements, and to keep in mind that these events cannot target a specific player. As an example of how these events work, let's look at the events that I made to have the units come back to life. Here, there are 2 requirements. The first is that the recipient of the event has the Worn Boots artifact. In this map, only player 1 starts with the Worn Boots artifact, and so this ensures that only they will get the event. The second requirement is for the player to have fewer than a certain number of a specific unit, and it is this requirement that we do need to have a longer discussion about. See, in other parts of the Songs of Conquest mapmaker, if you need to choose a specific unit, say, to choose a starting army for a wielder, there is a menu from which you can choose the faction, unit, and upgrade level of that unit. In fact, this UI is found in the benefits section of the event editor. So, dear Lava Potion, please explain why instead of using this perfectly functional menu, you instead have given us numeric fields to fill out to select a specific unit when it comes to requirements. This field comes with no explanation, no tutorial, and is never used anywhere else in the mapmaker, let alone the game. After some testing, I was able to determine that the factions and troop numbers follow the order they are found in the unit selection menu, starting from 0 and counting up from there. A full chart of the different units is on screen to help clarify how the unit selection works, in case you want to use it in your own map. After selecting the units we want to in the requirements, we have the event give the player a single unit of that type when it fires. And there you have it, infinitely respawning units to fuel your undead legions. There are of course many limitations to the system. Only a single event can activate a turn for each player, so if you want to have events give more than 1 troop a turn, you would need to make many events that check for different numbers of troops lost, which would become a real headache really quick. Also, It's not always obvious how to make the event only trigger for a single wielder or a single player, as you always need to find a proxy variable to check for in lieu of a proper player selection option. In this case, if there were a raiders market on the map, there would be a real worry that another player might buy the worn boots item, or that player 1 would sell their boots, thus breaking the fragile event system entirely. Regardless, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial video, and I hope to see you all in the next song.
Hey David, heard you're finding ways of buffing different factions in the map maker. Do you think you could find a way to help Arleon?
I'm good, but I'm not that good.